For this event, it's likely that I'll shoot thousands and thousands of photos. So having a process for photo selection and file management is really, really important. So here we are on the Gold Coast at the Australian Surf Life Saving Championships. It's just an enormous event in Australia. I'll take you through a few simple photography workflow tips and tricks, including how to select your best photos, transfer to the computer, and then apply some really simple edits ready for upload.
As I mentioned at the start, for this type of photography coverage, it's essential that you have a really efficient workflow in place for the selection, transfer, and editing of your photos. And you possibly may also need to add captions and descriptions to your photos. If you're shooting in burst mode, and I think most sports or action photographers would most likely be shooting in burst mode, you will eventually end up with thousands of photos, and you'll need to be very selective over the ones that will be kept. I generally like to start the culling process in camera during the event by adding a lock marker onto the photos. Those are the photos that I intend to transfer or ingest onto the laptop. Just to give you an idea of how many photos can be taken at events like these, on the R3 I took 12,142 photos over 4 days, and on the R5 I took 3,518 photos. But of course I won't be using all of them. I need to somehow select the usable images and then discard the rest. I use a software program called Photomechanic, and that is made by a company called Camera Bits. This software handles the entire ingest process. I'm able to set the software up to only transfer locked files from the camera to the laptop. I can also select either RAW photos or just JPEG. So when I put the SD card or CF Express card into the card reader, the software will automatically detect the media card and then start to copy the files over. During this process, the files are also being renamed or numbered and placed into a folder. I also have a brief description of the event saved into a metadata file that will be added to each photo. I can then use Photomechanic to edit the metadata once the photos have been transferred. By using this software allows me to work and shoot in the way I prefer. I like to use burst mode, eye tracking autofocus, and I like to cover as much of the action as possible. I'm extremely trigger happy, but that's the way I like to use my cameras. Photomechanic also allows you to upload files via FTP if you need to. I think it's the best photo image workflow software on the market right now, so please check it out. I also have another more in-depth video that explains how Photomechanic works, and that can be viewed here. It was a really amazing event to be covering, and I hope to be doing it again next year. So after 15,000 photos taken, I can finally sit back and relax. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this has been of some benefit. Please give it a like or a share, and of course subscribe for more videos.